Hey guys, it's Fanat Guide, and both the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 14 Pro Max are really both great phones. In this video, I want to help you decide if you're thinking about upgrading from an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I want to help you decide whether you want to upgrade to an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Let's get into it. Now, one of the things to consider when making a purchase like this is the price. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, you can no longer buy brand new. However, you can buy it refurbished at select retailers. The iPhone 14 Pro Max, on the other hand, starts at $1,100 for 128 gigabytes. And you can go all the way up to $1,600 for a 1 terabyte model. Now, in terms of colors, the iPhone 11 Pro Max comes in 4 colors: space gray, silver, gold, and midnight green, as shown in the video. And the iPhone 14 Pro Max comes, I should say, in 4 colors as well. This being space black. It also comes in 3 other colors, being silver, gold, and deep purple. The overall build quality is very similar, with both having frosted glass backs, they feel very smooth to the touch, and glass fronts. And also, you have stainless steel around the outside edge on both of them, though on the 11 Pro, they are curved, but on the 14 Pro, they are more squared off, giving it a bit more of a heftier feel. And that also kind of leads it to making it heavier, as the 14 Pro weighs in at about 8.47 ounces, and the 11 Pro weighs in at about 7.97 ounces. There's also a thickness difference with the 14 Pro Max, because the camera bump protrudes so much, and that makes the 11 Pro's camera bump seem like basically nothing, literally. Now, we talked about both phones having back and front glass, but we didn't talk about the durability. Now, since the iPhone 12 series, we have had ceramic shield on the front glass, and this offers scratch resistance and, according to Apple, 4 times drop protection. But I want to misconstrue that. Let me know in the comments below if I stand corrected. But I would still recommend using a screen protector and using a case. Now, why are these phones both unlocked? This is to show the original notch. They shrank the notch in the iPhone 13 series, and that's the notch that debuted in the iPhone 10. And over here on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, we get what's called the dynamic island. So if I go into here and set a timer, swipe up, it's very functional, if I say so myself. And if I want to check the status, I just long press. I can either pause it or cancel it. Whereas up here, it just houses the front camera, all the Face ID stuff, and the speaker. And over here, the speaker has been moved into the bezel, like with all the iPhone 13 series. Now, still on the topic of displays, the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a 6.5-inch OLED display. It is a 60 Hz display that has a resolution of 2688 by 1242 and has 458 pixels per inch. And if you go over to the iPhone 14 Pro Max, it has a 6.7-inch OLED display, but it is an LTPO display, meaning it can go from 120 hertz all the way down to 1 hertz with the always-on display, which you can disable. And the resolution is 2796 by 1290, and it has 466 pixels per inch. Now, with the with the frame rate, here's a clear distinction. When I'm scrolling, you may not be able to catch this on camera. I think it would be better with slow-mo, but in terms of the screen on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it has just a regular brightness of 800 nits and a peak brightness of 1200 nits. Whereas if we go over to the 14 Pro Max, we get 1000 nits of regular brightness, and we can go up to 1600 nits when playing HDR content, and all the way up to 2000 nits peak brightness when you're outside on a sunny day. In terms of specs, on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, we have the A13 Bionic with a 6-core CPU, a 4-core GPU, and an 8-core neural engine with 4 gigs of RAM. While over on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, we have the A16 Bionic with a 6-core CPU, a 5-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine with 6 gigs of RAM. Now, I am going to have a separate video covering the cameras of these two, like comparing them, contrasting them, and whatnot. Now, if you're looking forward to that, and also enjoyed this video and or found this helpful, then please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time.